Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, a couple of months ago, we checked in with Carl Danzig as the season was getting ready to get underway for the University of Scranton men's basketball team. Here we are in the middle of January, and they have a 12-3 mark. Well, Carl, you guys are playing some good basketball.
Yeah, we feel pretty good about it. We've been competitive in every game, and even though we've tripped up a couple times, we've had opportunities to win 2 out of those 3 losses. So we like how we're playing right now.
Well, coming out of this weekend, Brendan Boken, the California kid, so to speak, a big game for him. But he's been big ever since he started at the U as a freshman. He shows up, and he's got the basics down. He knows how to score.
You know, and he's a great story, John, because, here's a kid that very few people know this. He only scored barely 100 points in his high school career. But the high school that he played at was a very competitive team in L.A., and he had 5 scholarship players playing in front of him. So he got beat up, learned a lot, and we're very thankful he slipped through the cracks and ended up at Scranton.
Well, Brendan Boken, if you haven't seen him play yet, outstanding young man, really gets the job done down low for the University of Scranton. He's got a little bit more to his game than just scoring. He can play some defense, rebound as well. You talk about Boken's story is real nice, and Justin Klingman, he's got his own story, and he's really been doing really well lately for the U.
Klinger's great, and, certainly – he's a product of his parents. His dad, certainly a fantastic soccer coach at the U and player in his own right, and his mom, who certainly was a tremendous player and great coach. So Justin has great IQ for the game and certainly has the genes, and we knew it wouldn't take long for him to step up and do what he's doing.
Well, another guy who's got pretty good genes is Ross Danzig. Great family of athletic ability, and Ross is just kind of slow and steady doing his thing, and slow and steady is averaging 21.8 points per game. Again, Ross Danzig shows up to play each and every night.
Yeah, he's consistent, and it's boring, but we love it. And, he just does a little bit of everything, rebounds, assists. He really is a tremendous facilitator, and if you ask Ross, he wouldn't care what he averaged as long as we're winning the game, and that's what's great about him. And it's kind of nice to have like my own little coach on the floor, because he just really understands what needs to be done out there. It's a real help to our team.
Talking with Carl Danzig here from the University of Scranton on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, Carl, before the season started, again, we spoke. Where were you at then, and where is this team now? Again, at that 12-3 mark, what are you liking right now that you're seeing when you guys hit the floor? What are some things that you're thinking, okay, we could work on that a little bit more?
It is a long year, and you're trying to get all the pieces together, and I really like the cohesiveness of this group. There's a real strong chemistry here, and despite some difficult losses, these kids are very resilient. Right now, we're just kind of polishing off, our end of the game situations and making sure we're ready for whatever comes down the line right now. But this group is a real fun group to coach, and there's very few practices where I'm not laughing on the sideline because of somebody, being goofy or whatever. So it's very enjoyable for me this year, and I'm looking forward to see how they end up this year.
Well, 3 out of the next 4 games are on the road. You kind of get into that meat here of the schedule, and you'll be playing, pretty consistent here Wednesdays and Saturdays down the road. Let's talk about what the next couple of weeks look like for the Royals.
Yeah, that you said it. We need to get consistent. The big thing is we've got to get out and get on the road and take care of business. And losing a couple home games in the conference kind of got us in the hole. So we stole one the other night down at Goucher, which is great, and we got a tough game coming up at Drew. So we're trying to get some momentum, try to get this first half of the conference play ended on a positive note, so when we get in the second half, we're feeling good about ourselves as we push to the playoffs.
And actually, the next 4 of 5 are on the road. Then they swing around. The next 4 of 5 to end the season are at home. So this is going to be a big road stand for you guys.
Exactly, and that's why we're working hard to make sure we take care of business so we can end We really like our schedule at the end of the year, and we should be sitting pretty good if we take care of our work and do what we're supposed to do these next few road games.
Carl, three guys we didn't talk about that can play some basketball for you as well: Tommy Morgan, Michael Barr, and Jason Pierce.
Yeah, Tommy hasn't played point guard since high school, and we threw him into the point guard position. He's done great. I think people really underestimate his athleticism and his speed. He's really doing a great job. Michael Barr, he's our long-range shooter from the perimeter, and he's a tough, hard-nosed kid. And certainly Jason Pierce, the old man on the team, he's 28 years old, and he's a great story in itself. There's a kid that has come back and to finish up college, and he's just a real positive addition on our team. So 3 quality individuals doing a good job for everybody.
Well, it sounds like one of those new sitcoms you guys got, or one of those new reality shows. You guys got every story there is. A kid who doesn't score 100 points in high school. You got your son who, is the coach's kid. Klingman's a coach's kid, and you got a 28-year-old kid, and you got a guy from the neighborhood in Klingman. So you got a little bit of everything there, and things are working out real well. But some great storylines, that's for sure.
It is, and that's what's neat about a team. You're bringing 16 different individuals together, and to get them all to get along and really work hard for each other. That's what's fun for me every year in and year out, in this group in particular.
Well, you're a busy guy coaching. Of course, I know one of your sons plays at Abington Heights, and he's doing a nice job on the court as well. So whole family soaking it up right now. And, Carl, always great checking in with you. We wish you well and look forward to checking in with you in the weeks to come, okay?
John, thank you so much. All the best to you.
That's Carl Danzig here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.